How do today's elementary students engage in reading? I know when I was in elementary school, I had a class textbook for reading. This type of curriculum was called basal instruction, where reading was taught whole class out of a student textbook of short stories. These programs included lesson plans with scripts that teachers could read directly from, earning them the name scripted reading curriculum and programs. These programs were marketed as research-based, meaning they were to follow well-known research from organizations like the National Reading Panel in 2000 to include literacy skills like phonics, letter-sound knowledge, fluency, smooth expressive reading, and comprehension, among others. These programs quickly became the main form of reading instruction in the classroom, but are they good? Research says mostly no. Some teachers like the ready-made lessons, but most criticize these programs for failure to build background knowledge and a lack of diversity in authorship and topics, among other things. But besides this more critical research, the popularity of these programs continue today. So much so that books have been written by literacy experts like DeWitts et al. In 2010 to help educators get more background and teaching tips when using this curriculum. Clearly, these programs are not going away anytime soon, so the need for continued research, particularly among newer programs that might not have a solid research base behind them yet, is warranted. This is where my research comes in. Bookshop is a newer program revised in 2016 that does away with the basal reading method where you had one student textbook like the orange book on my slide. Instead, this program uses separate children's literature books that students can read in small groups or in whole group setting with the teacher modeling a reading comprehension strategy. This is exemplified throughout my slide. The lesson plan has scripts teachers can read from, so Bookshop is still considered a scripted program. Past scripted research has focused on first grade classrooms or teachers in urban school districts along the West and East Coast. Since third grade is when students first take high-stakes standardized reading tests and make the transition from learning to read to reading to learn, I will be examining third grade teachers' perceptions of and experiences with teaching Bookshop in the classroom in more rural geographic locations. Using a mixed methods approach, I will survey and conduct interviews and classroom observations to help explore teachers' perceptions and experiences. I want to know if teachers feel reading programs like Bookshop deserve a place in the classroom, or if there's a better way to teach the reading to students. I'd like to end by saying that my daughter is on this slide. As a mother, literacy educator, and researcher, I want to ensure she receives quality reading curriculum that is diverse in genres, topics, and authors, relevant to current issues, and values the cultures and values of all people and their unique learning styles. Do Bookshop and other scripted programs accomplish this? Stay tuned to see what I find out. My daughters and your current or future children or grandchildren's love of reading, or lack thereof, will depend upon how these programs are utilized in the classroom or not utilized. Thank you.